fact is that government is reflecting many different interests, and these interests have different points of view. So balancing those creates a problem. The other big problem is that in politics, there is a huge premium to short-term gains. I mean, if economic initiatives involve some cost, and you're trying to persuade a political person that it's worth incurring this cost, either in terms of money or that it may upset some people because you've done some economic reform, it's very useful to be able to say that, within 2 years you'll see the difference, or within 3 years you'll see the difference. So, I mean, since all of them are going for an election within 5 years at the most, and then over time it becomes less and less, there should be a high premium to actions that will lead to quick results. And I feel that those who complain about freebies, which I do also, because I think there's a role for subsidies, I'm not saying that. But the point is, if you have to produce something new, and it has to be something that will provide a benefit in the short run, I'm afraid it will only be a new freebie. The long-term things you have to do, take climate change. I'm spending a little bit of my time worrying about that. There are many things we have to do, and if we don't do them, we'll be bearing the costs in the next 10 years and the next 20 years. But we're running a political system in which there's no audience for kind of looking at the next 10 and 20 years. So the only way it will be done is enough people are aware that unless this problem is tackled, our lives and the lives of our children will be adversely affected. And for that, frankly, you need a much more involved public, civil society, whatever it is, I see there are a lot of papers on agriculture. Many people point out that we have innumerable distortions in agriculture, which, when economists look at them coolly, they agree they are distortions, but we don't seem to have made any progress in fixing them. And I think that is something we're going to focus on. Now, I know that I'm cutting badly into your lunch, and so the only discipline I can show is to minimize that danger by simply repeating once again, thank you for inviting me, and I look forward to the rest of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address.
Now we request all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to release a book titled Essays on Contemporary Development Issues of India by Dr. Raj Kishore Panda. So, book is titled Essays on Contemporary Development Issues of India by the author Raj Kishore Panda.
चलो चलो बाहर लाइव में इसको पिक्चर ठीक नहीं होगा लाइव में नेटवर्क चाहिए रिकॉर्ड करके जो है इसको लगा देते हैं तब ठीक रहता है रिकॉर्ड में बढ़िया है रिकॉर्ड करने का
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Ravindra Brahme, General Secretary, Indian Economic Association, and Professor and Dean, SOS in Economics, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sweta and Abhijit.
respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests and participants, friends, ladies and gentlemen. As the General Secretary and behalf of the Indian Economic Association, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for your invaluable participation in the 106th Annual Conference of the Indian Economic Association. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Montek Singh Ahluwalia ji, who is the chief guest of today's function, and for his valuable thoughts that he expressed on this occasion. And thank you, sir, for your views on contemporary economic opportunities and challenges, and for your encouraging words and guidance. So my sincere thanks to Professor Dr. Achyut Samantaji, patron of our prestigious Indian Economic Association and founder of IT and KISS and honorable member of Parliament. I thank you, sir, from bottom of my heart for organizing the 106th annual. Benevolent personality is every one of us. There are people who are institutions in themselves. So we feel proud today for honoring Mr. Dr. Vedagiri Sundaram, sir. Sir, we feel delighted and immense proud in honoring you. Sir, your contribution to the Indian Economic Association and being the chief architect and being a visionary is like a lighthouse for all of us, and they will definitely so far in future also. I express my sincere thanks to our keynote speakers, session chairs, distinguished panelists, moderator, reporters, and paper presenters, research scholars and students for their scholarly contribution that will surely elevate the quality of conference. The insightful discussion and presentation on the theme Indian economy at the rate 75 and G20 approaches toward Bharat will truly enrich our understanding of the economic landscape. Friends, an event like this cannot be taken place and concerted efforts of many hands. My special thanks to our President, Professor P.C. Chatterjee, for his presidential address, Dr. Tapan Kumar Sandilji, who is the Association Vice President and Vice Chancellor of Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee University, Ranchi, Jharkhand, Dr. Devendra Avasthi, Vice President, Indian Economic Association, Dr. A. Jyoti Murugan, Vice President, Indian Economic Association, and my special thanks to Dr. Anil Kumar Thakurji, the Chief Convener of Indian Economic Association, and especially to Dr. S. Narayanan, who is Chief Coordinator and Joint Secretary Indian Economic Association, for their continuous day and night efforts to make this conference a grand success. Please accept my deep gratitude. Special I would also like to acknowledge my sincere gratitude towards the dedication of the organizing team of Culinary Institute of Industrial Technology, and especially local organizing secretary, registrar of this university, and joint organizing secretary, Dr. Samson Dera. So, I would like to say that हमारे स्वेच्छा सेवी प्रकाशन टीम एवं कर्मकांड की उत्साही की प्रतिशु मोर आंतरिक वितरिता को मत स्वीकार करिबाकु चाहे जेओ मने सम्मिलनी सुगम कार्यकारिता निश्चित करिबाकु जेओ मने निरंतर परिश्रम करि so thank you very much, sir. You are exceptionally helpful and very supportive. My heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee members. I thank the all reserved a huge round of applause, please. My special appreciation goes to all our sponsors and supporters whose generosity has made this event possible. I would also like to thank press and media for their coverage. As we all gather here in this momentous conference, like the past edition of this prestigious event, let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration and exchange of ideas to contribute positively to the ongoing discourse of Indian economic development and make it a historic event for the years to come. I hope you all have a very safe and comfortable stay during the conference. Thank you once again for your active participation, and we look forward to your continued engagement in shaping the economic narrative of our nation. Friends, last but not the least, I would like to conclude with this line extracted from the famous poem Amrit Maya by renowned Oriya poet Sri Gangadhar Nair. It's like this. हूँ एका बिंदु अमृत भंडार समुद्र को आमरे छाड़ दिया ऊपर महला को जाई थी वर्तमान तल को जाओ मुँह अमृत अमृत भंडार को बैठी छी मुँह आग को जाओ छी समुद्र आड़ को पाप एवं उत्ताप को बांट ले यदि मुँह सुखी जाए ताप अरे मुँह काकर पड़ी पड़ेगी अमृत भंडार सही मुँह समुद्र रे बुड़ी जाए. So thank you very much. Happy New Year, and wishing you all a very happy and prosperous New Year. Jai Jagannath. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I kindly request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.